Okay, so time for another one of our shipping videos, and actually it's a really interesting one today because today we have a bunch of repeat customers and also a couple of customers, or 3 customers that have become repeat customers straight away. They've actually bought 2 at a time. So that happens from time to time, but 3 in 1 week is kind of a little bit unusual. So let's jump in at the start. And first one we have going out today is 𝐤𝐸 in California. And this is our X7 Parlor guitar. So the X7 is our little short scale, 24-inch scale, smaller body guitar. Beautiful proportions, beautiful sounding instrument, and just really comfortable to play. So this one is finished in Royal Ebony, and it's got black carbon on the back and sides, which goes really nice with Royal Ebony. And it's really nice detail on this Royal Ebony. Some of them you might see we have a lot of pattern, so this one I like. It's got a lot of the lighter wood here as well, contrasting to this darker center, and I think it frames the shape of the instrument really well. I really like how the neck kind of comes down, and then you have all this kind of following that same pattern as the neck follows right down into the body. So that's our first one. Next one we have Mike in New York. And another X7, exact same guitar, except this one is finished just with a carbon finish with the red tint over the top of the carbon. And what I should say is, all our guitars, if you're not familiar with our work, all our guitars are made from carbon, and the main distinguishing feature between a lot of these is the wood veneer on top. So we fuse a layer of real natural wood on top of the carbon fiber. Next one up is a really nice one. So this is one of the first of our repeat customers. This is John in Virginia, and he had an X7 before, and this time he's gone for an X7 12 string. So this is not something we build a lot of, or most of our 12 strings are based on our X20, but this X7 is actually a really nice platform for building a 12 string on. It's got that same 24-inch scale, so it's slightly less tension. Just a compact size. It's just a really nice, warm, beautiful sounding instrument. Everybody in the building has been playing it and just really loved it. It's also been equipped with the Stage Pro anthem. So most of our systems are mounted in the sound hole, but this one has been mounted here on the side, just for a little bit more control. So the next one we've got is the first of our pair of guitars that are going out. So David in Nebraska has, I'll just show the pair of them together. He's ordered this Amicus 12 string and an X10 level 2 in the amber. So I'll maybe talk about them individually. So first one is the Amicus. So that's our little short scale 12 string, and finished in the beautiful emerald green. And the X10 finished in the amber. So with the X10 we have different configurations of pickups. Most of them we're doing now standard with the level 3, but this is the level 2 system. So it doesn't have the MIDI connection, but it has the magnetic and the piezos. So still very versatile instrument. Great sounding acoustically, but really excels when you plug it in. It's a nice pair going to Nebraska. Now this pair is going to Peter in Ontario. A pair of X10s. So both of the same pickup configuration, the level 3, and one of them is the straight black carbon, and one is our new vibrant finish. So we should talk about this. This is finished with a weave that has been metallized. So there's actually a silver layer that's put over the actual fibers. Whenever we mold that, it gives a much more of a bright finish. And then whenever we put our transparent color over the top of that, that just really makes it glow and pop. So really love how these look. It's just so much different than our standard carbon finishes. We should maybe show you just a contrast. So if we show you the backs. So this is red carbon fiber, and this is the vibrant red. So you can see both have a lot of beauty in their own way. But if you like a really bright finish, then this is a really cool option. So that's something we've just started doing recently, and so obviously Peter couldn't choose between two of them, so they decided to get both X10s. In Florida, and he has ordered an X20 12 string in 𝐿 and an X10 in 𝐶𝐫𝐚𝐥𝐝. So two really beautiful guitars that need to be looked at individually, and the 𝐶𝐫𝐚𝐥𝐝 X10 is just a beautiful thing. This is really nice with this, just this fine V of the lighter wood running down the center. We've cut this veneer kind of having some diverging lines, so it's been cut at a slight angle, so everything kind of tapers in very nicely into this V, so it's like this beautiful extension of the neck rolling down, and with the way that it's coming from the light wood in the headstock, you can almost imagine that that's rolling right through the body and then just comes out the bottom here. So really like how that's been put together. Amber back and sides. This X20 12. So you know, compare it to the X7 12. So this one has a bit of a custom pickup configuration as well. We've got a magnetic on here, 𝐄𝐦𝐞𝐫𝐚𝐥𝐝, and then we've also got the Anthem. So there's a lot of different options on it, two different outputs, and there's a volume and tone control for the magnetic. So yeah, this guitar is going to have really great sound, great pickup configurations, give different options, and look at that 𝐶𝐽a. So it's a piece of flame 𝐶𝐽a. You can really see the flame in it. A lot of movement and beautiful depth to it. The amber back and sides. So just for size comparison, you can see, so that's the smaller X7 and then the larger X20. So two really great 12 strings, and as you can see, we do a lot of 12 strings for as a percentage, you know, compared to other companies. We definitely do a lot of 12 strings. Now the next one, going back away, Paul in Durham. So Paul is a repeat customer. I think he has maybe 3 or 4. This might be his 4th Emerald. He has a Synergy and a 𝐿𝐴 and something else as well. But yeah, he just saw this and fell in love with this. This is a little bit different than most of the Royal Ebonies that we do, because we normally do it with a black back and sides. But this is an amber, and I think it actually works really nice with the shade that's on this Royal Ebony. But a lot of pattern, a lot of detail going on in it. Just really nice guitar. It's also got a pinless bridge. So instead of the pins, it's got a little slotted keyway, so it allows for very quick string changes. But cool thing about this is the way the strings lock into that inside of the guitar. It transfers the energy in the exact same way as the pins do. So in our opinion, it's the best way to do the pinless bridge. Next one I've got is Conrad in Oregon, and this is an X20 𝐻𝐠. We were, I think, almost out of 𝐻𝐠, and managed to order some more just last week. So really beautiful wood. It's just got so much detail. It's got some flame in it. It's got all these veins and marbling and a lot of different things going on in this pattern. And beautiful, warm, rich color. And with an amber back and sides, just a perfect combination. Another repeat customer. This is Stephen in Florida. Stephen has an X20 𝐶𝐽𝐴 already, and he's added this X20 𝐶𝐫𝐚𝐥𝐝, and actually very similar kind of pattern to what we had in that previous X10, with the V coming down, just stops a little bit sooner than on that previous one, and the beautiful lines converging towards the heel, or sorry, towards the tail. This one has got the LR bags Anthem system installed in there, and the amber back and sides. Next one is Wade in Maryland. He's gone for an X20 in the red carbon. So the X20, I think, over the years has been by far our most popular model. people just really love the curves and the ergonomics of it, and I think it's really the guitar that kind of set us on our way, you know. It's really changed things when we launched that. Now here's an interesting one. So this is Craig. This is, I think, his third Emerald, and he's an X20 and an X30 already. So this is a X20 with a slotted headstock, walnut top, fan frets, and we've customized the end of the fretboard to match the bridge here, giving it the slotted headstock at the top, which is a really nice extra feature. So we normally do this on our nylon string guitars, but we also can do it on steel string, and really looks beautiful. Finish with an amber back and sides, matches nicely with the walnut top. Yeah, really nice piece. So I think that's a great example just of the kind of customizations that we can do. You know, we start with a regular X20, and you know, change the neck parameters, change the headstock, change the bridge, fan frets, all those things. You know, those are extras that we can do, and makes for something really unique. Next up, we have Carl in Italy, and this is an X20 lefty nylon. So we do quite a few nylons, but very few lefty nylons. So this is quite an interesting one to do. Again, with that slotted headstock, just carved in reverse for the lefty, and finished in the red carbon. Italy, and then last one today, another lefty, and this one's going to the Netherlands, and this is a really cool piece of redwood burl. It's, when I look at it, it's almost like a nebula here. It's the way the little bird's eyes or the little knots in here are kind of arrayed around the centerpiece. Definitely really nice, very interesting finish. Back and sides. So unusual to have two lefties going out today as well. You know, we don't do a lot of them. We do, you know, 1 or 2 a month, but definitely it's nice to be able to offer that. Now, so that's the array for this week. What I was also going to mention this week is a couple of things that came in return. So I got this beautiful letter and this really cool sculpture, and this came all the way from Alaska, from Adrian Nolfi, and Adrian got one of our Select Series for March, one of our Select Series X20s, and he's a metal sculptor, and he had this piece and thought of us and thought he would send it to us. So thanks, Adrian. That really means a lot to get that in return. It arrived in on Monday at the end of a rather stressful day, and I have to say it really lifted my spirits, so really thank you so much for that. And another one that came in from Rob Garcia, who has a custom X30, I think it is, Kookaburra on order, and he sent me in this t-shirt. I would wear it, except I put in a few pounds over the lockdown, so hopefully I'll get back in shape and get back into this. Beautiful Travis Air Force base. Love the colour, love the t-shirt, thanks for that. Really means a lot to us whenever we get little things like that, and whenever we hear about your guitars, how you're playing them, send us pictures, and the feedback just means the world. We always pass that on to the rest of the team, and that means so much to them. Just to, you know, they're busy making your guitars, but it means so much whenever they get feedback to see what their work is actually doing. You know, how it's inspiring people and what they're doing with it. So so that's it this week. You know, great bunch of guitars going out around the world, and there's definitely going to be some happy customers, so hopefully we'll hear some good reports back on those. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week.